Wizards of the Coast and Magic the Gathering is like the Titanic. It's going to take a while to shift course. Let's discuss.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Ed with Dual Brain MTG, and today we're going to discuss one of the common, I wouldn't say common misconceptions, a misconception that's out there right now. We're going to discuss the fact that we're not going to see change for a long time in Magic the Gathering. Some people like Rudy and others think that, maybe by the end of the year we'll see a change, and maybe by the end of the year. But that's like the shortest possible time frame. It's like, we don't see the iceberg up ahead, but it's there and we're headed straight for it. And if we don't freaking, find out early enough, we're going to hit it. This is just like the Titanic. It's what's happening with Magic the Gathering right now. It's too big of a shift to change course that quickly, right? There's so many things happening in terms of printing and advertising and development and events, so on and so forth. And it's all been planned. Actually, what we're seeing now has been planned a year and a half in the past. So you got to understand that right now, Wizards of the Coast doesn't see anything wrong with how they've been operating. Okay? Like, they confirmed this during the fireside chat. So, we've had all this anger and, hyperbolic vitriol towards Wizards, but rightfully so. Has it sunk in? Did they realize, we need to change courses? I don't think so. Not yet. And so from that moment, it's going to take a year to 18 months until things change. If that moment hasn't come yet, I really don't think things are going to change anytime soon. They're making plenty of money. They're hitting their goals. Clearly we can't keep up. So maybe in a year and a half from now, we'll see some major changes. I wouldn't expect anything before then. For me, that's just too soon, especially after the fireside chat. So what can we do, right? What can we do to preserve our collection's value in these times? So there's a couple of things. One is going for oddball stuff, right? Like blister packs and like the wrapper that I got in Vegas. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to Philly in a month for the whole spiel, and I'm going to trade in a lot of my modern cards for older stuff. Another thing you can do, go towards graded. When prices take a hit, graded cards go down less. They have less of a percent of loss. They maintain the value better, and when the value comes back, they're the ones that gain the most and the fastest. So graded is kind of like that top of the line that people will always collect. There's always going to be someone who wants to collect it, and they're going to want the top of the line. Even if 95% of people collecting Magic disappear, that top couple of percent of grades and items, they're going to last, okay? Another thing you can do to preserve your value is collect sealed, right? Every sealed item has potential. A box of Urza Saga has BGS 10 Gaia's Cradle, a BGS 10 Sarah's Sanctum. It's got some pristine cards in it, right? Until the moment you open them. So there's a few ways to look at it. It's going to take shifting your perspective on how you collect a little bit if you want to preserve your value, okay? Now, I know there's this whole new thing going around, and really, we've only been hearing about this in the past few years, where cards should all be worthless and proxy everything, so on and so forth. Yeah, I guess, but that doesn't preserve the health of the game. It's just another symptom of this downward spiral. I don't know. Anyway, look, guys, remember that there are things you can do. You can't be a generalist anymore and just collect things and expect them to go up in value over time. That's just not the way it is anymore. Things have changed. You could have just like collected OG foils, all of them, and done well in the past. Now you can have to target the specific sets and cards. I mean, look at Patriarch's Bidding, right? That's a card that got reprinted in Modern Horizons 2 for the first time. Took some major hits. I know, I had a couple of foils. Hey, I saw them get smacked. Just saying. So remember, this thing isn't going to change, but you can change. And there are things that you can do to kind of preserve your value in the meantime. So anyway, thanks for coming by. Remember to like and subscribe. We got a Patreon. We need some new members for box breaks. I can tell that it's not a great time in the economy, and so a lot of people aren't participating. They're still there as patrons, but I guess they don't have the free cash to do some box breaks, you know? So if you want to get in on some of that, we got that happening soon. Channel memberships, all the fun things. Otherwise, guys, look, have a great day. Just take a look at where your collection is and where you want it to go, because you need to change, because Wizards isn't going to. Have a great day, everyone.
Peace. It, man. Game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?